Yo, what's going on, guys? And the Denver Nuggets 2026 offseason preview is here. I want to hear your thoughts down below. What are you guys thinking? Why? The Denver Nuggets are going to be doing this offseason. Expectations, projections, outlooks, anything in between will be greatly appreciated. While you're there, hit that like and subscribe button. It will greatly help out the channel. 54-28 was the Denver Nuggets record. They have the 26th and the 49th pick via Atlanta in this year's draft. Real quickly, I think if Allen Graves falls to them, oh my God, Allen Graves would be perfect. And then in the second round, maybe go for a big. Who will that big be? Maybe like a Ugana Onyenso if he's available. Now, Peyton Watson's a restricted free agent with full bird rights. They're going to be able to go over the cap to keep him, and I think they need to. Bruce Brown is an unrestricted free agent with non-bird rights, and Tim Hardaway Jr. is also an unrestricted free agent with non-bird rights. I think both of those players, if they're willing to come back on minimum deals, do it. Jalen Pickett has a $2.4 million team option. If they expect him to be the third string guard, I don't think they have a problem keeping him. Spencer Jones is a restricted free agent with early bird rights. They'll extend him to a multi-year deal. Then there are two ways of David Roddy and Curtis Jones, restricted free agents with non-bird rights. Last offseason, the Nuggets traded their third leading scorer, Michael Porter Jr., a long, high-release wing. Their tradable first-round pick in 2032 was used to the Nets for Cameron Johnson, a career 40% shooter. If you looked at that, it was a sound floor logic. The goal was to upgrade the second unit's floor spacing and two-way play without crossing the first apron or hampering the financial flexibility. They had done salary cap gymnastics. Trading for Jonas Valanciunas, a perfect backup center who's a good passing, physical, old school post presence and rim runner. Bringing back veteran Bruce Brown, the switchable high QI defender, and Tim Hardaway Jr., a streaky but respected volume three-point scorer. They were able to extend Christian Braun, the high motor wing who's great in transition. Those moves helped the Nuggets secure the league's top offense and win 4 more games than last season, one more than their 22-23 championship team. Denver averaged 123.3 points per game on the road, second most in the NBA history. That regular season success did not carry over. In the first round, the Nuggets lost every road game to the Minnesota Timberwolves while averaging less than 97 points on the road. Denver's now 2-8 in its last 10 road playoff games. A major red flag when we're talking about playoff resilience. Good speed right there. Valanciunas did not play in the first 4 games. Matchup issues and Minnesota's speed pick and roll coverage was just going to obliterate him, and it did. Cameron Johnson shot 22% from three, well below his career three-point shooting rate, and that gravity just didn't translate. Tim Hardaway Jr. shot 33% from deep, not enough to stretch the defense. Jokić, Jamal Murray, and the other starters are all under contract. But Denver, look, that resilience that they have or shown in the past wasn't there at the end of the season. But Denver's pressed financially to retain Watson, Hardaway, and Brown in free agency, including their late first-round pick. Denver is already going to be projected over the second apron. All eyes are on the Nuggets cap sheet. They're going to have to do some salary cap gymnastics. The franchise enters the offseason $18 million over the luxury tax and over both aprons, first and second. Denver does have flexibility because of Valanciunas' partially guaranteed deal. If by July 8th he is waived, only $2 million of his $10 million salary is guaranteed. That is something that the Nuggets could do. And then they could stretch that $2 million over 3 seasons. Yeah, kind of cool. So that's basically like 600,000, a little over 600,000, like 650 almost. Or is it like 633? You know, I'm doing math in my head and it's not great. And I'm a PhD student. Besides a new contract for Jokić, Denver's focus should be Peyton Watson. Watson told Denver Post in October, quote, "From what I understand, it was just a financial business decision for the Nuggets. With the new CBA and the second apron, they wanted to stay out of that. As a business, you got to operate based on what's best for your business. And when it comes time for me to make my decision next summer, I've got to operate as a business myself," end quote. Watson's pre-injury production will paint a picture of how great he was for this squad. Before injuring his right hamstring February 4th, Watson averaged 15 points on almost 50% from the field, 42% almost on three-pointers. His 53% clip on corner threes this season ranked 6th in the NBA among players with at least 1,000 minutes. He aggravated the injury April 1st and did not play in the first round. Because Watson's a restricted free agent, the Nuggets can match any offer sheet and go over the cap because they hold his bird rights. But unless Denver's able to trade Cameron Johnson's expiring $23 million contract, the franchise appears to be heading over the second apron if Watson returns. The futures of Tim Hardaway Jr., Bruce Brown, and Tyus Jones are uncertain. The Nuggets cannot sign any of them for more than 120% of the veteran minimum. Hardaway's first year salary on a new year deal would not be able to exceed $4.7 million. Tim Hardaway Jr. finished third in 6 Man of the Year race, played 80 games for the first time since his rookie year, averaged 13.5 points, hit 205 threes, the sixth most by a reserve in the three-point era. Spencer Jones, they got themselves a guy in Spencer Jones who's been fantastic. He kind of bet on himself because he didn't get himself a in-season contract, which he could have signed. Instead, he went ahead and chose to play the season out. And honestly, I thought that was great. He started a career high 37 games. He'll be able to be a restricted free agent if they tender him a 1-year, $2.7 million qualifying offer. Because he has early bird rights, Denver can sign him to a $15 million contract, but for a minimum of 2 seasons, not including an option. Jokić took a business-like approach on tabling extension talks last offseason. He said at the Nuggets Media Day in September, quote, "I mean, I don't think about it. I think this contract extension comes as a reward, as something that is natural to the sport, especially in today's NBA, how you see how the salary cap is growing and everything," end quote. Jokić had 2 years remaining into this year, one after. He's eligible to sign a 3-year, $201 million extension last summer. By waiting until this summer, Jokić can add another season worth up to $76.9 million. A new contract would put the 3-time MVP under contract through the 2030-31 season. Valanciunas is 4 years extension eligible, so is Cameron Johnson and Zeke Nnaji. Julian Strawther is rookie scale extension eligible, and Jalen Pickett can sign up to 4 years. This is a team that needs three-point shooting, especially if they have to replace Tim Hardaway Jr.'s outside shooting. They need some versatility defensively, especially if Bruce Brown doesn't stay. They need a reserve point guard. They need a rim-protecting athletic big, and continued development of their young players. If they keep Strawther, if they keep Deron Holmes, that's something that we need to think about. Recent trades have left Denver with no first-round picks available to trade. The Nuggets are allowed to swap picks in 2031 and 2033. They have 1 second-round pick available. In the future, first-rounders owed by the Nuggets are the top 5 protected to OKC in 27 and 29, and in 2032, they have an unprotected pick going to Brooklyn. Denver has a championship core, but it is in cap apron hell, some might say, jail, and they need to do some salary cap gymnastics. They'll need to choose between paying Peyton Watson a high upside two-way wing or keeping Cameron Johnson. Without a miracle trade or a draft steal, they risk being a great regular season team that can't win a road playoff game again. So let me hear your thoughts down below. What do you guys think and why? But that's it. That's what I think the Nuggets need to do. Take care. Bye-bye.